In a normal world, the debate last night was devastating for Donald Trump. However, in the real world, in this world we live in, this simulation or whatever you want to call it, the election is still going to be close. But that is a separate point from the reality that Donald Trump was destroyed in the debate last night. He was destroyed in the debate last night, but it's not going to have a major effect on the election. The election is still going to be close. It's not going to be a landslide election. Trump is not going anywhere. But what I wanted to talk about is, I want to talk about what's going to happen starting tonight, but especially tomorrow. You're going to have a bunch of highbrow right-wing commentators that are going to try to deceive you. And I want you to notice the reality versus what they're going to try to sell you. So these people, like Ben Shapiro for sure, is going to do something like this, are going to make videos talking about, basically debunking. They're going to try to debunk what Kamala said and, talk about, her answers being lies or what she's talking about doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing I want you to understand, right? The concept of a decoy, right? I'm flying a jet. I don't want you to hit me in the jet. I don't want to die. I don't want my jet to be shot down. So I produce a decoy, right? That gets all of your attention on the decoy. So you fire missiles, they go to the decoy, and they don't hit me. So the decoy is people like Ben Shapiro talking about how her policies suck or what she says doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing you need to understand. Ben Shapiro is not running for president. Donald Trump is. Ben Shapiro wants you to think that Donald Trump's a great guy and he's the one to be the president, right? And he's better than Kamala Harris. But yet, he wants to come and do Donald Trump's job for him. Donald Trump is running for president. He was the one in the debate. It was up to him to crush Kamala Harris. So we don't want to hear anything from Ben Shapiro explaining how she was wrong or whatever. If Donald Trump was incapable of explaining that, if he was incapable of making whatever points that Ben Shapiro is going to come up with, then he's incapable of being the president. He shouldn't be the president. He's not qualified to be the president, right? If you're going to push Donald Trump for president, then you should be showing me what he's doing, right? Showing me how he's performing that lets us know that he would be a good president. Don't try to step in and come up with answers for him and demonstrate what he should have said and what he could have said. He didn't. He failed. And that's a demonstration of his incompetence. Also, he didn't even really prepare for this debate. Now, if you're watching somebody like Ben Shapiro, you believe that the country is falling apart and if Kamala wins, it's going to be the end of America. This are very dire things, right? So consider this for a second. Donald Trump knowing the stakes, if you believe what he says. He knows the stakes, how serious they are. He went into a debate without preparing, knowing that him losing would be the end of America. And the race is close. Kamala Harris can win. And knowing that, and knowing the dangers that he claims, he just half-assed it. I'm not even going to prepare. I'm just going to go in unprepared. Is this the guy you want meeting with foreign leaders? He's going to go meet with a foreign leader without preparing, getting to know the leader and having a strategy, a clear strategy? You want that guy to run the country? You may not like Kamala Harris, her ideology, what she stands for, but she came prepared. All the talk about DEI hire and she is incompetent and she's a stupid person. That stupid lady came prepared. And it's not the first time that she came prepared. I mean, she was an attorney general, right? She won big cases. You don't do that without being prepared. So you have this person who clearly knows what she's doing, comes prepared, takes things seriously. And you have Donald Trump who, on one hand, is telling you the world is about to end if Kamala wins, yet so unserious that he didn't even prepare and allowed her to crush him in that way. What does that tell you? Does Donald Trump really think America is going to explode? Not literally, of course, if Kamala wins. Or is he just fear-mongering, trying to get you to vote for him, trying to scare you to the polls? Because if he really believed the narrative that he's saying, and then he went into this debate knowing how close the polls are without preparing, that's incompetence. Unless, of course, he's just lying to you and America isn't going to explode. So he's not really worried about it. I could win, I could lose, whatever. America's going to be fine. Something's not adding up. It's up to you to figure out what that is. But don't believe the hype. Don't let Ben Shapiro twist your mind by coming up with all kinds of debunking and whatever. That was Donald Trump's job. And if Ben Shapiro feels the need to come up with explanations for things, come up with responses to Kamala Harris, if he feels the need to do that, then that means Ben Shapiro agrees with me that Trump didn't do his job. And with the stakes being as high as he claims, This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. It begins. The cope. Let's see who's going to say that Donald Trump destroyed Kamala Harris, taking certain clips out of it, Officer Tatum and such. And let's see who does the highbrow. Oh, let me debunk what Kamala said because Donald Trump couldn't.